That's why.
Did you really have your ear pierced for that movie?
I will never tell. No. Hurry up.
Hi, Mr. Perlman.
Hi.
I'm Lisa South from Marshall, Michigan.
Hi, Lisa.
And I just wanted to know, as a fellow actor, if you sing and do musicals at all.
I've been asked that question before. I still haven't been able to figure out what the answer to that is. Generally, when I sing, somebody in my family turns the radio up. So I try to limit it to showers and things like that. But I love to sing and come from a very musical family. Having done a few musicals, playing non-singing roles, and also playing singing roles when, the director was tone deaf. It's the most fun theatrical company you can ever be involved with, because those people party from the time they get up in the morning till the time they go to bed at night, and it's like going to camp. Lots of fun. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Susan Thatcher from Delray Beach, Florida. I just wanted to know, the three of you, what was your first reaction when you saw the first script, and why did you decide to do the parts?
Because they asked us to.
I mean, you've got to admit that just in description, it sounds like a really strange thing. I mean, it's much richer and multi-layered than it looked on the surface. I saw the things this first time. I'm an apprentice beastie here. I'm not a hardcore like my friends here.
We'll wait.
But just what made you decide that, yeah, I want to do this?
Well, I was, for one, just like you said, the show was described to me before I ever got a glimpse at the writing. And you want me to do what? And then the script arrived, and I didn't read it for about 2 days, because I really didn't want to do something that required, being unrecognizable under 4 hours worth of makeup again, having come off another project that was like that. And then I read it, and when I was halfway through it, I called my agents and said, I got to do this. There's absolutely no way that I'm going to let anybody else play this. Ron Kozlow just wrote an amazingly feelingful and the draft that I read was far from finished, but it was so well realized and so emotionally succinct and to the point, and of course the statement that he was making, it was, he was able to achieve on a very metaphoric and very wonderful plane, taking this, fable that has been with us for thousands of years and placing it in New York City. There were a tremendous amount of magical elements, but not the least of which was the relationship between this woman who was asked to make a change in her life and this catalyst of this change, this incredibly well-realized being. And then, of course, the world of that he inhabited and the world that she inhabited being somehow drawn together. It was one of the greatest things that I had read in years and years, and I had read a lot of stuff. So there was no question in my mind that this was going to be, I never thought it would make it past the first show, but I knew that, it would be a great undertaking. You guys want to?
My own reaction to the script when I read it was that I thought it was a wonderful script, and I thought there was absolutely no chance at all that it could go to series, that it would be picked up. I thought, no, you can't do this every week. You can't be rescuing her every week. It just won't work. And this is a tribute, I think, to the imagination of our writers, particularly people like George Martin, who had, I think, the most fantastic imagination, and to Alex and Howard, and to the directors in a way, and particularly to the cast, that they managed to make this totally different every week and deal with so many different subjects. And most of all, you know, we did 56 episodes. And they will always exist. And what is most important, because sometimes one does feel a sense of helplessness that it's all over, and it's not all over. The fact that you are all here today, and that we made a family out of so many strangers that didn't know each other, and now there are so many very strong relationships and friendships that have come out of this amongst the fan people. And so it was not for nothing. If we don't get any further, if we don't ever do another episode or a film, there's a lot that does exist and will always exist through you. So I was wrong. I was so wrong about reading that script. I wanted to play the part because it was blunt, didn't require any makeup, which was a big change for me because I was always had about 3 or 4 pounds of makeup on my face, and it was nice to play a straight part. But I did think that there was absolutely no chance of going to series, and how wrong I was, I'm delighted to say.
I, very much like Roy, thought that it was, and Ron, and it was a very good script, but like Roy,